All right, here we go. Budget pedal board build. That's what we're doing right now. I have some pedals that were sponsored by Sonicake, and then I have a power supply sponsored by Donner. I'm gonna put this on the pedal board that was sponsored by Atlas Audio. So this video is sponsored by all those people. So let's do an unboxing. We'll dry fit it on the board, we'll put it together, and hopefully we'll hear what it sounds like. And then you'll need to be subscribed because I plan to do another video putting head to head this pedal board, the budget board, head to head with my HX Stomp XL big board that I just put together like a month ago that I haven't even got to play very much with yet. I'm gonna put them head to head in a blind test to see if money really makes a difference or not. And I've had this idea for a while, but I also saw a video that was recently done by Jay Cruz. If you don't know this dude, you can go follow him on Instagram and YouTube, but he recently did a video where he put a budget board versus his more expensive board and did a blind test, and I thought it was a cool video, so we're gonna do that too. So make sure you subscribe, but for now, let's build this pedal board. All right, first we have the Sonicake Matribox multi-effects processor. This does amp and cab simulation and has some effects built in. So this would be the budget version, I guess, of my HX Stomp XL. Power supply, and there it is. It's cute. It's about the size of an HX Stomp, I would guess. A little bit bigger, but about the same size. And they put this little cute little expression volume pedal on there. They even fit it. Now they did sacrifice a foot switch to do it. HX Stomp only has 3, this only has 2, but we have some knobs and buttons and different things going on there. We'll get into it. Then we have these two a little bit bigger pedals over here. This one's called the Warped Dimension. This has chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo. 4 other knobs: level, tone, depth, and rate. Pretty cool looking pedal. The jacks are on top and it's just mono. I noticed that Sonicake stuff comes with Velcro, so that's pretty cool. And in the same size enclosure, we have the Tone Group EQ pedal. Now, I actually featured this pedal already on my channel when I was talking about how to use EQ in your signal chain. You can go check that out. I'll try to link it below, or you can just go look. It wasn't that long ago. EQ pedals are awesome, and these are very budget friendly. I think these pedals, this pedal I think was like $59 or $49 for an EQ pedal. That's awesome. Then we have these 4 mini pedals. Let's just go at the front. I think this one's a new one. This one's called the Rude Mouse, which is their take on a rat. It has a switch here that goes from classic and hot, level, gain, filter, and the big knob in the middle. Next we have the Cloud Chorus, level, depth, and speed. Very nice. These pedals are metal. They're not chintzy cheapy. This thing is plasticky for sure. These are half metal. No, these are all metal too. So they feel pretty solid. This here is Sonic Ambience. Oh yeah, this is the reverb and delay combo. So you have reverb and delay in this little pedal. This is the Velcro that's exactly shaped to go on the bottom and still be able to access the screws. They thought of everything. Pretty cool for budget pedals. And then we have the 5th Dimension Modulation, Digital Modulation Station. It does not say station. It has everything. Phase 101, Jet Flanger, Jet Flange, Big Sky, Stereo Chorus, Liquid Trim, Opto Trim, Roto 60, Blue Vibe, Cryon Bot, Lo-Fi. It's got a lot of stuff. And there's our pedals, and they also sent this Sonicake expression or volume pedal right here, the Vexpress. Now, I don't think I'm gonna have room on my pedal board for this, and we already have expression here. Maybe, we'll see how it lays out. And then we have the power supply. Donner sent me this a while back. Some of you might recognize some of these pedals because I did a 12 days of Christmas giveaway at the end of the year last year, and the winner of these 4 pedals and this power supply never ever responded. And so I said I think I would give it away eventually, and I still might, but right now they're going on this big pedal board. Hopefully this powers all of this. It has one 5 milliamp output, which should power this at 500 milliamps, and then everything else should be 100. That doesn't say. Usually these other kind of pedals are like 100 milliamps. Now let's talk about the pedal board they're gonna go on. Atlas Audio. It opens up, put your power supply. It's got this other cable here where there's LED stuff built in. So there's like a blue light that runs across the bottom. Like don't think you can change the color. It was blue the last time I plugged it in. And it's lightweight. I think they've made some changes with the materials if you've purchased anything from them. I saw a friend of mine, Zach Brobst, he has another YouTube channel. He has a board by them and it was all wood stuff. And I think now it's just the sides that are wood. But look at that, that looks pretty cool. You can go in with your IEC cable, toggle on and off, and then you have your ports right there. So you don't actually have to plug into your pedals. Okay, let's see how this would lay out. So it's got 1 input and 2 out. So it goes in mono, comes out stereo. Good to know. All these pedals are mono anyways, but I guess there are reverbs inside and delays. So you can, this is a stereo situation here. And I usually like keeping my jacks up front so I can get to them. But if I'm gonna wire them in and use the jacks on the side of this board anyways, then it doesn't really matter where I put this on the board. So I could put this here. Let's see, we have this. It kind of fits nicely on the bottom. And then we have some tiny pedals. That fits nicely. See, that's the problem. I want both of these pedals on the bottom row. Put this here and this here. Is that too close? Or does that make sense? So you could, so maybe beside each other right here, like this, and then maybe all of these up here. I mean, we have plenty of space. It's just how I want to lay it out. And I always want it to look good too. So on our power supply, we have 8 outputs and then a couple 12-volt outputs. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have plenty of power. Should be good there. I could get this closer. Try to put some pedals on the edge here if I wanted to. And leave space up here in case I wanted to audition something, like put something else in. Kind of like that. I mean, these have room. You know, just because they're mini don't mean they have to be really close together. You still got to think about your foot and the foot switches. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments. It won't matter because I'm gonna put this board together before I'll read your comments. But I like that. I have some current electric patch cables, and hopefully they work like the ones I've been using, Ghostfire, and on my last one I got sent some ones that I really like from Rockstock. Look at that beaut. I had this IEC cable that was in there. Honestly, I don't remember if they gave that to me too, or if that's something I had just left in there from a month ago when I got this board. I do not recall. But you have your on and off switch here. Turns everything off. There, that goes off. Turn it on. Boom. Look at that beautiful light. It's blue. I don't know if it looks like that on the screen or not. All right, so the first thing I want to do is make sure everything is power everything and make sure that it all comes on with this power supply underneath. Let's do it. Bunch of wires and cables. And we're not customizing cable lengths, but we do have all this space underneath to put them all. And hopefully I can find some zip tie mounts to organize them well. I'm gonna use this just for volume, so I'm gonna put it between the drives and the amp sim. And this, I think, can work as volume as well, but it can also be expression for some of the things inside, which is why I'm gonna do 2 of them, because none of these pedals accept expression, and neither does this one. So I'm just gonna use this as a volume pedal. Look at that, everything powers up, very nice. So really all you're gonna do is make some patch cables, stick it all down, and this will be ready to be plugged in. All right, let's put on some Velcro. I mean, that is a beaut. It fits on there perfectly. Pretty good. I've been out of the Velcro world for a while now using dual lock, and I must say I like dual lock better. So it turns out I only have 1 anchor, but I'm still going to zip tie these cables together to get them to look a little better. No. Why does my power do that? This camera's still recording. It's on battery. The one thing in this office that's on battery. So my power went out, but I don't have a lot of these, if I didn't say that already. I only have 1 that I can find. But I'm using some zip ties to kind of organize all my cables that are going in similar directions. I'm just gonna try to get all these and use my one zip tie thing right there. Zip ties are just really good to have around. So I just had the power go out and something happened that's making me a little bit nervous. It shut everything down. All these pedals are plugged in, but when it rebooted, the Donner power supply started blinking. So it makes me wonder if it can handle the boot up of all these pedals. That's gonna stink. I have an idea. Now, Ghost Fire makes a power supply. I've had it in a couple videos. I just use it to sit over here on my desk so I can power some things, but it has 8 500 milliamp ports. 8 500 milliamp ports. And I'm wondering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if this would work better. It probably would. That Donner power supply is just not able to keep up. So, I'm going to unplug all this. Unplug this that I did. The only other thing is that it's got more cables. It not only has an IEC cable here, but it also has this adapter. I didn't like it for that. It has USB-C out, or USB out. It's just I got this huge long cable that I now have to coil up under there, which is fine. There's a lot of room in here. And this cord's really long too. Ugh. I mean, it would be good if you needed all this length. All right, before we do too much more, let's see if this powers all these pedals at once. I like that better. Pretty quick. This just takes longer to boot up. All right, everything's powered up. Now I have to hook up the audio. All right, so signal flow. Right here, I got 4 ports on the side. I guess if you were stereo in, stereo out, or maybe just want to make a loop, but I'm gonna go in mono back here and then come out stereo up there. So I'm gonna go in mono. I'm going to hit the Rude mouse first, then the tone group, then the volume pedal, then my wet effects, the warped, the dimension, the chorus, sonic ambience, into the Matri box, out stereo, out those two out there. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough for 10 patch cables. Now, if you don't know about these are right angle only. You take the screw out, take the cap off, put the cable in. There's a little pin in there, and then you bend it over, put the cap back on, screw it in, it holds it together, and you're all set. Just like that. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna make some cables and we'll be back. I do wanna say while I'm here, if this is the first pedal build board that you see me do, it's always good to have a cable tester. All right, here goes nothing. Okay. Pretty quiet. Now you can hook this up to the computer, and I have done that a while back, like a few months ago, and I actually have, it says HWL, I have an amp, I can't even remember which one, I don't know how to get there, but I have an IR in there, one of my IRs, I don't even remember which one. That's pretty ambient. That's pretty nice. I could play all day. All right, that's it for this pedal board build. Make sure you subscribe because I'm gonna be doing some more content with this versus my other pedal board right over there. If you wanna support the channel, check out my Expanse pack down below for all the Line 6 devices. If you have a Helix, Podgo, HX Stomp, HX Effects, HX Stomp XL, all of it. I make presets for those and custom IRs, which is one of the IRs I was using in this thing. So if you wanna check that out, appreciate it. See you in the next video. Bye.